and welcome back. In the last episode, we explored the lower part of Devon Castle, discovered some of its oldest historical remains, and learned why this hill became such an important place throughout history. Let's explore the remaining parts of the castle and uncover even more fascinating stories. So let's continue where we left off. From the drawbridge, now we are entering the most significant part of the entire fortress, that is, Middle Castle. This is where Devon truly came to life. Beyond these walls were residences, storage rooms, courtyards, and administrative buildings that kept the castle running for centuries. It survived countless political changes across Europe. This is the castle well, one of the fortress's most important features, providing water during long sieges. These ruins belongs to the Renaissance palace. Devon was no longer just a military fortress, it also became a residence for noble families. One of the most important buildings here is the Palace of Mikuláš from Gara. Mikuláš Gara was one of the most influential noblemen in the Kingdom of Hungary during the 15th century, and under his ownership, Devon underwent significant improvements. Down below, you can also spot the old river guard post. Guards stationed here kept watch over the river traffic, helping monitor movement and protect one of the busiest waterways of its time. The Danube stretches out below, trade routes pass through this region, and anyone approaching the castle could be spotted from a great distance. But despite all these advantages, Devon's greatest strength, its strategic location, also made it a target. Throughout its history, different kingdoms wanted control of this hill because whoever controlled Devon also controlled one of the most important gateways into the region. That constant struggle would eventually shape the castle's fate. Earlier, we talked about how Napoleon's campaign eventually reached this region, but what's remarkable is that before those events unfolded, Devon had already stood here for hundreds of years. Looking around from here, you really get a sense of just how impressive this fortress was. Devon Castle stands on a rocky cliff nearly 70 meters above the Danube and spreads across almost 4 hectares. Before continuing towards the upper castle, we took a look around the exhibition inside the Renaissance Palace. Inside the exhibition, we got a closer look at the most recent history of Devon, especially during the Cold War. Through photographs, personal stories, and historical displays, it tells the story of the heavily guarded border and the people who risked everything in search of freedom. We'll learn more about that as we make our way down to the riverside later in the video. The exhibition really helps bring the castle's history to life and give a better understanding of everything we have been exploring so far. In 1809, after French forces occupied nearby Vienna, much of Devon Castle was deliberately blown up. By then, the fortress had already lost much of its military importance. After spending some time in the middle castle, we continued towards the upper castle. The ruins we see today are lasting reminders of the Napoleon's chapter in the castle's history. Down below is the castle ditch known as Shiva Prikopa. This formed another layer of defense, making it much more difficult for attackers to reach the upper castle. amazing to think that this peaceful place has witnessed so many different chapters of history. From the Great Moravian period to medieval kingdoms, from noble families to Napoleonic wars, every generation has left behind a piece of Devon's story. And somehow, the castle still continues to tell these stories. After a short break, it was time to head up to the highest part of the castle. The upper castle is the oldest part of Devon and was built directly on top of the limestone cliff. Thanks to its natural elevation, it offered excellent protection and gave defenders a clear view in every direction. Over the centuries, this section was strengthened with towers, walls, and additional fortifications, making it the final line of defense if the lower parts of the castle were ever captured. From here, almost every important route through the surrounding landscape could be seen. As we reached higher up, the views just keep getting better. Looking around, it's easy to understand why this place was chosen centuries ago. Although much of the upper castle lies in the ruins today, years of archaeological research and restoration have helped preserve what remains. As you walk around, you'll notice information boards explaining how different parts of the fortress developed over time. One of the most impressive features here is the upper castle cistern. Long before the castle had a well, rainwater was collected here through stone gutters. It's amazing to think that this carefully designed structure once provided the only water supply for the entire upper castle. On a clear day, the views stretch far beyond Slovakia. Standing here surrounded by centuries of history and panoramic views in every direction, it's easy to see why Devon Castle remains one of Slovakia's most remarkable landmarks. One of the highlights from the upper castle is the view of the confluence of the Danube and Morava rivers. This meeting point of the two great rivers has been important for trade, travel, and natural borders for centuries. It's one of the reasons why Devon became such a strategically valuable location throughout history. From the top, you can clearly see the wind turbines on the Austrian side, the beautiful countryside beyond, and the Danube flowing towards Vienna. There are also binoculars here, making it even easier to appreciate just how far these views extend. Before making our way down, we spent a few moments taking in the incredible scenery. From here, we began our descent towards the riverside. And while the castle's medieval story may come to an end, one of the most powerful chapters connected to Devon is still waiting just below. We slowly started making our way back down. It's incredible to think that people managed to build such an impressive fortress on top of this natural rock hundreds of years ago. After the Second World War, Europe changed dramatically. As the Cold War began, this peaceful landscape became part of the Iron Curtain, a heavily guarded border separating Eastern and Western Europe. What had once connected people through trade and travel suddenly became the place of division. This white gate is known as the Gate of Freedom. It stands as a memorial to the people who lost their lives while trying to escape across the border during the Cold War. For many, crossing these rivers represented hope, freedom, and the chance to start a new life. But sadly, not everyone made it. Nearby, you'll also find this heart-shaped sculpture, a quiet symbol of remembrance, hope, and the lives forever connected to this place. And that's what makes Devon so special. It's a place where two very different chapters of history came together. Up above, you have centuries of kings, castle, and medieval life. Down here by the river, you find the stories of ordinary people who risked everything in search of freedom. Devon has witnessed centuries of history, and today we got to experience a small part of it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.